Alright, in this video, I'm going to go over number 1 on Math 161 Pre-Calculus 1, Exam 1 practice problems. Alright, so I have 13 problems here, guys, just similar to your actual exam 1. So as you are working on this practice exam, practice test, practice problems, you have any questions on any of them, you need to email me and let me know so that I can go over it and send you the link to the video, okay? So I got an email about number 1, so I will go over it and I will share you the link so that you can watch it. All right, so consider the function f of x equals negative 2x squared plus 5. So this is a quadratic function, right? So this is a parabola opening downward. But look, I'm gonna give you an interval right here. Interval is from negative 5 to positive 3. So we're not looking at this parabola everywhere on this coordinate plane. We're just looking at from negative 5 to positive 3. So let me go ahead and graph this just to have a picture, okay? And let you know what we are working with. But you really don't have to graph it, but I just wanted to do it and show you. Let me see if I can go into a Desmos graphing calculator. I'll go y equals negative x squared. Was it plus 5? Plus 5. Oh, let me double check. Negative 2x squared plus 5. Okay, I gotta go back. Negative 2x squared plus 5. And I can go ahead and type in the interval over here, or it was from negative 5 to 3, right? I learned how to make this into a piecewise earlier. I was playing with this on my computer before class, and then I learned how to type in a piecewise function. So they said the left endpoint was negative 5, and then the right endpoint was what? Positive 3, right? Guys, you don't have to do this. You don't have to do this. But I just wanted to plot the point, have a graph so to really see what is going on over here. So if I try to plot a point, what is that point? So I have a point at 3, negative 13. 3, negative 13. And then I have another point down here. What is that point? At negative 5 and negative 45. I have another point at negative 5, negative 45. I'll copy this point. I'll copy this picture and bring it to my note. And we'll talk about what we are doing in that problem, okay? Whoopsie, I want to just cut it, not draw on it. And again, you don't have to include a picture like this. I just wanted to do a little extra since I get to do this problem with you here. All right, so let me insert a picture in here. This one. Maybe I should make it a little bit smaller. So that's the picture that we have. Where should I stick this? All right, I should probably make this smaller. Okay, that's good. So that's the quadratic function, and the domain is from negative 5 to positive 3. They want you to find the average rate of change. Average rate of change. What is that really? They want you to find the slope, guys. They want you to find the slope of the function given that interval. So from, let me try to draw a straight line, as straight as possible, okay? From this to, oh my goodness, there's nothing straight, right? Let me try one more time. All right, let's make it straight. It would be nice if I can have a ruler. Okay, so we're trying to find the slope of that red line. That's what we are doing, right? That's what we are doing. And in fact, because I found the point, I know I have everything I need. I'm going to do y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1 using these 2 points. But if you didn't graph it, how will you find the x values, y values? Because I'm giving you x1 is negative 5, and I'm also giving you x2, another x value of positive 3. So if I'm giving you only the x values, and you know the slope formula, you need to use x's and y's. So what you're going to have to first find is the y value. In order to find the y value, you will plug in those given x values into the function. So let's do that. So if I plug in the first x value of negative 5 into the function, Be careful with your PIMDAS. It's going to be -2 times 5 times 5 is 25. And you know why the sign is positive, right? If you square a negative, it turns into positive. Anything squared is positive, except for 0. All right, that will be -50 plus 5. And as you can see, I got the order pair, the y value of -45. Do you see that? That was a y value I got from graphing it on Desmos graphing calculator. So if you want to graph it, without showing work, then it will be nice if you can attach a screenshot like I just did, okay? So next one, I'm plugging in 3 into the function. Guess what I'm expecting to find? -13. 313 is my birthday, actually. All right, let's keep going. -2 times 3 squared plus 5. That is going to be -3 times 9 plus 5. -2 times 9 is -18. If I add 5 to that, I will get -13. And yay, I got the same y value up there. So I was able to graph it on Desmos calculator and get the y values. But if you are not graphing it, you just have to make sure that you plug those x values into the to the function to find the y values. Now we're ready to find the rate of change. So the first order pair is -5, -45. And the second one is 3, -13. As I can see from a picture, I am expecting to get a positive slope because the line is going up from left to right, right? All right, let's do the slope formula then. M equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Okay? If I do y2 minus y1, I'm doing -13 minus -45. -13 minus -45. Close the parenthesis and go to the denominator. Let's subtract 3 minus -5. 3 minus -5. All right, the numerator is -13 plus 45. The denominator is 3 plus 8. Whoopsies, not 8. 8 is the answer, 3 plus 5. So the bottom is 8. What is the numerator? 45 minus 13. 2, 3. 32. So the slope is 32. Well, I call it slope, but what did they call it in this problem? We did find the rate of change. So that's how you would do number 1A. And that is similar to what you did for me on one of the daily problems. But I did create part B. This one's a little bit different, and this is the one that one of our classmates emailed about, one of my students emailed about. So use a slope-intercept form. So let's go ahead and use the slope-intercept form to write an equation of the line. So first, give me the slope-intercept form. What is the slope-intercept form? Y equals mx plus b, right? Now listen, what did we just find above? We just found that the slope is 32 over 8. Okay? Now, in order to find the equation of a line, well, we're going to need to have x value and a y value. Now, did they give you x value and a y value? Well, I gave you 2 x values, right? But never gave you any y values. But we found them just together. So, in fact, we have 2 candidates. We can use either that one or that one. It's up to you. I will use 3, -13, because that looks like my birthday. So I will say that x is 3, y is -13. You just pick any order pair, because these are both on this line, you see? These are both on this line. So any of these 2 points will work just fine for us. So I've been seeing how some of you are using the point slope form. I love it, but I think in class I just use these 3 values to find the y-intercept. So I will use that method here, okay? So y is -13, m is 32 over 8, and x is 3, and I'm going to do plus b. If I multiply the fraction, I will get 96 over 8 plus b. All right, b is equal to -13 minus 96 over 8. All right, where's my scientific calculator? I'm gonna grab it, guys. Where did I put it? It's in my pocketbook. Okay, so I'm just gonna evaluate that on my calculator. -13 minus fraction 96 over 8. I got, wow, really? I got -25. It's too nice. I don't know if I can trust this. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and use a different method too, again, to see if that answer is the same in my other method. But let me go ahead and write the final answer using that y-intercept. So slope-intercept form is y equals, what was the slope? Slope was 32 over 8, right? I should say 32 over 8x. And then the y-intercept was what? Minus 25. So that is the equation. Now I also want to show you something else. There is something called point slope form. And the only reason that I'm showing you this is because I was grading a couple of your daily problems last week, and this is a method that some of you are using, and I love it. I love that you're using this one because I think this may be easier. So point slope form goes like this. You do y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. In fact, this is the best method if you have a point and a slope. And isn't that what we have? We have a point and a slope. So we're going to use a point slope form. But if you are comfortable using the slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b, then that's fine. You keep on using that method. But I just wanted to show you something else because why not? You know, well, I'm recording this. I don't have to finish the class in like 2 hours and 45 minutes. All right, let's see. So it will be y minus y1. And you see y1 is negative 13. So it will be y minus negative 13, which will turn into what? Y plus 13, right? Subtracting a negative. So I got y plus 13 on that side. M is 32 over 8. And I have to do x minus x1. The first x value was 3. So if there's no restriction on what form I want the equation, this is where you can stop. But I want you to write the slope-intercept form. Then you have to distribute. It will be y plus 13 equals 32 over 8x. Minus 96 over 8, right? And then this is where you have to subtract 13 from both sides. You see the numbers that we are seeing is exactly the same as the one that we used. Minus 13, minus 13. Therefore, y equals 32 over 8x. And here I need to just subtract negative 19 minus negative 96 over 8 minus 13. All right, what's that going to be? Negative 96 over 8 minus 13. That comes out to be negative 25. Okay, so notice I got the same exact answer. The only reason I wanted to show you the point slope form, but I also wanted to confirm because the y-intercept came out to be a whole number. I was like, can that be true? So I just tried this in a different method, but you only have to do it in one method. You don't have to do it in both methods. So that is the answer for 1B. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go back to my calculator, or graphing calculator, and sketch that line. So take a look. Going back to my Desmos graphing calculator, and I will go ahead and graph that line. The line was y equals 32 over, and this is a good way for you to see if you got the answer right. What are you doing? Y equals 3 divided by, no, not 3, 32 divided by 8. X minus 25. What I want to see is a line that is going straight through these 2 points that I found. Boom and boom. Oh, how amazing. So this is a way for you to check and see if your answer is correct. But the graphing is not part of the problem, so you don't have to do the graphing. If you want to just do algebra, that will be fine. But just like how I did in this video, I am going to go over any problems that you email me about. So try these 13 problems. We ended the class about 45 minutes early today so that you guys can start on these practice problems. I will record more as you let me know which ones you want. But I forgot to let you know too that next Tuesday is a holiday, Nova holiday, election day. So we have no class. So I will see you next Thursday. But before then, you're going to have to take this exam 1 for me, okay?